Good morning students and welcome back in our video lecture with the same topic, water, a precious resource. So students, you have studied about what is the importance of water, what are the sources of water, and how this water is very important in our life, and which day we just celebrate as World Water Day, and what is the importance, what is the theme behind celebrating World's Water Day. All these points we have discussed in my previous video lecture. So today we are going to study about different forms of water. In my previous video lecture I told you about different forms of water, but today we are going to study it in detail, and some concepts are there related to different forms of water that we are going to study. So what are the different states of matter that you all know: solid, liquid and gases. Also, water can exist in these three states: solid, liquid and gaseous state. So the water which is available on the earth is in three forms, that is solid, liquid and gas, at any given at any given time somewhere on the earth. The solid form, snow and ice, is present as ice caps at the poles of the earth, snow covered mountains and glaciers. Liquid water is present in oceans, lakes, rivers and even underground. The gaseous form is water vapor present in the air around us. So students, how this means how these states of water means how we can change these states of matter. So what happens, student, when we heat ice, then what will happen? It starts melting, and after melting it get converted into liquid, that is water. If we continue to heat, then what will happen? This liquid water get converted into gaseous state, that is steam or water vapor. On cooling, what will happen? On cooling means condensation. Gaseous water vapors are converted into water, and water get converted into ice, that is solid form. So this is different states. These are different states of water. So some points are related to different states of water. This means evaporation. So you have studied about evaporation in previous standard also. So who will tell me what is evaporation? Yes, evaporation is the process of changing water, that is liquid form, into water vapor, that is gaseous form. It is called evaporation of water. And you all know, students, what is chemical formula for water? H2O. H2O is chemical formula for water, means 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen combines to form H2O in the ratio 2:1, and this is chemical formula for all water available on the earth. So again we just come to our point, evaporation. So what is evaporation? Evaporation is the process of changing liquid form of water or water into water vapor. And one more point we have to add, before its boiling point, is called evaporation. So due to evaporation of water, we observe many things in our surrounding. Water spill on floor dries up and disappears because of evaporation. Then water from wet roads, puddles and rooftops of our houses collected during rains dries up and disappear. Salt is obtained when water from sea is left in shallow pits. The sea water evaporates, leaving behind a salt. So salt is obtained from sea water by the process of evaporation. So this is evaporation. Then one more process is there which is related to plants. Plants also need water to grow. They take water from the soil through their roots and use a part of it in making their food. As keep some of it in different parts, and the remaining water is released by plants into air as water vapor through stomata. So student, I told you about stomata. What are stomata? Stomatas are small openings which are present on leaves, and these stomatas are responsible for gaseous exchange in plants. So plants also need water for their growth, and they just take this water from soil, means roots of plants absorb water from soil, but they don't want all that water, so they just use some water, and remaining water is released by plants into air as water vapor through their stomata, and this process is called transpiration. So water vapor enters the air through two main processes, evaporation and transpiration. And one more point is there, condensation. So what is condensation? Condensation is the process in which water vapor converts into water on cooling. And the most popular example of condensation is uh, air around the glass, means when we just put cold water in glass, then what will happen, water droplets are just collected on the outer surface of that glass. This is example of condensation. Okay, and in cold winter morning we see condensation of water vapor into water droplets as tiny drops of dew on the grass, tiny drops of water on the surface of your car and window glasses, thick white cloud of tiny water droplets, that is fog near the ground that reduces visibility. Means in winter season you mainly observe this fog. What is fog? Fog is just we have studied about smoke, but what is fog? Fog is when thick white cloud of tiny water droplets near the ground that reduces visibility. Means you cannot just clearly watch through that fog. Okay, so these are the examples of condensation. So today we have discussed about different forms of water, then important concepts related to water, that are evaporation, transpiration and condensation. What is evaporation? Evaporation is changing of liquid, that is changing of water, the process of changing water into water vapor, it is called evaporation before reaching its boiling point. Then transpiration, the water from the plant get evaporated, or sorry, it get released by plants into air as water vapor through stomata, it is called transpiration. And condensation is the process in which water vapors converts into water on cooling. All these points are related to water. So what is formula for water? It's H2O. I hope you got all points related to evaporation, condensation and transpiration. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.